Hello everybody, this is JudiciousFire. I'm on iOS. It is update day here on the iOS system. This is actually my second video today. I got up very early, kind of bookending the day here. I got up very early, installed the new update within an hour or so of its release, and then got into clashing. Did that for a little while. Took a couple hours break. It's now end of the day, uh, certainly evening time by my location, and I'm kind of settling into a little evening guild events. I'm also going to be looking at, this is the primary purpose of the video, I'm going to be looking at aspects of the update that I didn't look at in my first video today. First video is dedicated just to rolling the new hero, Plant Warrior. Where is he? Here's the plant guy. Now earlier, when I rolled him, I put on an unholy pact on him, and the reason I did so is because he has the ability to heal 4 allies out there on the battlefield for your teammates, and that healing is tied directly to the amount of damage he does, his attack. And you can see, his base damage, the swinging sword, and that's tied in directly to how much healing he's going to be putting out. So I thought, boy, the more damage he does, the better. Also, he gives he and the 4 allies each deal 640% of his attack damage to nearby enemy targets. So again, it's tied to how much damage he does at a base level. So you're going to look at, I was looking at Unholy Pact as the best way to go, up his damage. And I was playing around with him before this video, and I kept seeing the man die. And I think it's because he's not meant to have such a damage oriented talent. I tend to run within the same spectrum. I mean, most of my heroes, the ones that I use on a day-to-day basis, either have Unholy Pact, the most damage. They have something like a Zealous Drive, somewhere in the middle, which is a mix of damage and damage reduction, or they have Sacred Light, which is basically more health and more and ultimate damage reduction. So it's that spectrum of offense and defense. And what I do, I put Demogorgon's a great example. I put on any hero where I have a skin, I put 2 talents, one offensive and one defensive. This way I'm not searching around looking for my offensive Demogorgon. I got in a tower my defensive Demogorgon. I don't have time for that. I want user friendly. So I got one Demo, he's got an offensive and a defensive talent. With one touch of the button, bingo, now he's in offensive mode. He's a very heavy crit hitter. I worked on that as far as his traits are concerned, and I tried to give him, I gave him Victory Lunge. I tried to give him, sweet goodness, as much crit as possible in order to give this guy the ability to just clean out dungeons all by himself. And he does that offensively. Now, defensively, and I probably use this more often, keeps him alive. Defensively, I use Sacred Light. And so I run within that spectrum. And I was looking at Plant Warrior's range, and his range is really quite long to begin with. He's able to throw his little plants, his little radishes, from quite a distance. And I thought, wow, somewhere in that center, not so defensive, not so offensive, but a kind of a hybrid talent. And that's why I like Zealous Drive so much, especially on a ranged hero like Plant Warrior. It's going to give him a +1 range bonus. It's going to give him a real big attack boost, 65% at level 8. It's going to go up if I decide to keep this. And it's going to reduce his damage by 40%. So that does a real nice job of keeping him alive. And what I've done is I've assembled a little attack team. I'm going to look at the different parts of the update and kind of go through those game modes or through those different realms, if you will, and see what they've given us today on iOS. As far as Plant Guy is concerned, the Plant Warrior, I'm going to use him in a variety of circumstances, different attacks, whatnot. Let's take a look at the Guild Hub. I just want to relay one more time. It's the 26th of January. Please take a look at this if you haven't redeemed your free Canon skin. That is a cosmetic change to your Canon that you have on your base, and it will give your Canon a new look as well as a health boost, the amount of damage it can take before it just crumbles, and it'll give it to you for free. All you have to do is go to Castle Clash's website, or if you want to go through Facebook, you can certainly do that, and pick your platform, pick iOS, type in your IGG ID that can be found in your spinning wheel at the bottom. You go to the blue tab. On the right hand side, you got your gray spinning wheel, and you open that up and it gives you your, I believe it's a 9-digit code. That's your individual player identification tag, if you will. You enter that in, as well as the game code right there. I think it is case sensitive, so just use all capital letters, and a minute later in your mailbox you'll get a free Canon skin. This is something that IGG has put out very freely to the public, and it's been on forums or probably the last 2 weeks. So I am not the person who originated this information. I'm just passing it along. Let's start by looking at aspects of the update I've done this on prior videos. There are so many game modes and so many different things going on in Castle Clash these days. And I really felt this way always. There's so many different tasks to engage in, so many different modes. I look at it in a clockwise fashion in my mind, and that helps me to organize it. I start up here at the quest board. My quest boards refresh in about 3.5 hours. I don't think any kind of change has happened there. We go to Hero Trials. No change has happened in Hero Trials. I'll run a L9. We'll just speed it up and take it on Orcsbane. It's going to happen to Orc. I got 63 gems. That's nice. Okay, I'm out of attempts. They did introduce a new game, a new phase in the Here Be Monsters series, and that is HBM AJ. Now, I have very little data. I am basing this on... What am I basing this on? Let's go here. I am basing this on... here you go. We swing here. It's all a new interface now. I'm basing this on the fact that I started at A. Okay, and I worked my way eventually. Oh, this was where... Let's go back. HBMJ. I remember, I think this was the introduction of the Spirit Mage and how he would just annihilate your team, and you had to build your... you had to put your buildings in the 4 corners and have your base in the center to avoid him. Oh, and here we get up to this point. This is where you had to have your Grim Fiend. This is like the history of Castle Clash. You had to have your Grim Fiend, your Scatter, use your Multanica, use your Arctica, and you got up to this point here, and now we're introducing, folks like Anubis and Dovekeeper, and up here by AG or AH, AI, you're starting to introduce guys like Levanica, and you're putting together teams that are completely different than where we started. Each one of these phases, especially over the last, I don't know, maybe like 8 or 10, they all seem to have a trick to them. And by trick, I mean there is one kind of objective that we're trying to meet in each and every one of these. AH might have, incredibly difficult heroes where they have maybe a damage cap, maybe the big boss at the end, and you have to have not only strength but speed, and you have to hit as many times as you can. Okay, that's a little trick to it. That's the small objective within the grand scheme of AH. You move on to AI. AI was all about keeping your buildings alive. Okay, how many times have players run AI and all of your heroes are alive, but your buildings are smashed? Okay, keep your buildings alive. I'm starting to see on AJ, and I think that this coincides with the breakthrough system. I'm starting to see that AJ, you got to have breakthrough level 15 and higher heroes in order to maintain yourself, just to stay alive past phase 2, 3. And I think that's going to be basically the essence of this. If you're not running a breakthrough team of 6 at 15 strong, then you're just not going to be able to make it. I'm going to give it a try, maybe 1 or 2 tries. I'm going to look at my team. It's also going to be the team that I attack with. And I'm running Levanica, and I did this in a Guild Wars video. I'm in attack mode. I'm in serious attack mode here. I'm going all full spectrum offense. I'm running Unholy Pact. I'm running the brute force insignias for those big hits, and I have outfitted him trait-wise with the ability to deliver those big critical hits. I'm running Ashura. I'm just trying to keep Ashura. Vital Boon is fantastic, okay? Gives him extra health, debuffs the enemy. The guy's best when there's somebody up in his face trying to smash him, and he's reflecting that damage back. Vital Boon pairs with this perfectly. I got some survival to keep him alive. I'll skip over that man for right now. I got Dove. She's my other critical hitter with the brute force, given the traits and the available skill ability to hit at that crit level. These breakthrough 20 heroes, they've got so much health. They heal to such a degree that the only way to take them out is a one-shot over the head for like 1,000,000 damage. That's the only way to take these guys out. If you are equally matched and you've got breakthrough 20 heroes, what ends up happening is you got a stalemate where your Laz is going up against their Laz and your Dove's going up against their Dove. And it just times out. And this game gives the win in any kind of timeout situation to the defender, whether it be Lost Battlefield or a Guild War scenario. So you're going to have to just hit these folks straight up over the head for as much damage as possible. It's a dice roll. It's not going to happen every time, but eventually it does. And it just clears them out. I'm running Anubis, and I'm running him with a defensive talent. I'm using him more as bait in this whole thing. I got Laz. I'm using him strictly defensively. He's my wall. He's my shield. He's also my base cleaner. And I am running the new hero. And I got that zealous drive on him. And not only is he going to heal, he's going to make 4 of my heroes and himself pass on a heck of a lot of damage to the enemy. And I have a regen and sig on him because it will increase his energy while at the same time increasing his healing. I'm not necessarily recommending this. It's what I have on right now, and it's certainly not hurting him. So let's try a little bit of... let's first try a couple of raids with the new man and see him in action. See the plant guy in action. It's a lot of troops. I'm going to drop Anubis. I'm going to do this Guild Wars style. Okay, there's no Moxie flag. There's no using spells of any kind. Nothing. And the neat thing about doing it this way, you only have 1 attempt. Okay? So, yeah, let Anubis drop. And I'm going to send in Dove and my man Lava. I'm going to send Ashura right up here. I'm going to wait on these 2. And then I'm going to send in the Plant Man. And let's watch all the enemies just disappear. We only have Lava, and I probably shouldn't have dropped the plant guy so close to Dove. Should have kept him back. He's more of a support hero. Another good reason for Zealous Drive. Give him an extra little bit of range, and he doesn't have to get so close to the enemies. I don't want this guy dying on me. I haven't found him to be too good at taking punishments. Another reason for Zealous Drive. That damage reduction. Let's see here. I got 6 heroes. back alive. Okay, let's throw in. There's only a couple troops out there. Let's throw in our two critters. Let's throw in this man, and now we throw in that. Throw in the plant guy. Oh, look at that. Okay, so basically the enemy just gets wiped out. I'm not using Laz. I'm not at that point I want to yet. And Plant Guy's still alive. He's down there supporting everybody. He can affect everybody anywhere on the board. Doesn't have to be near them. That's a heck of a dove keeper down there. And we're gonna do what? A couple more hits, and this should be it. Now remember, I still got my Laz. We're doing it Guild Wars style. Still got my base cleaner. And what we got? 100%. Yeah, it would have counted. Okay, well, I got a bunch of dead heroes. That's why I did, I'll keep doing raids later. That's why I did the raid now. I'm going to do the AJ. What kind of adjustments do I want to make? I don't think Plant Man's going to survive, quite honestly. I don't think Plant Man is going to make it. So let's take him out. Let's see what kind of team we're running. Warden style. I should be running a green team. Green, green. Plant Guy's green. White. Green and red. Okay, so I want to... I want to run a green team. Let's stick in Gunslinger. That's good for me. Let's see what happens on HBM AJ. Oh, in terms of totems, I typically run the same guys in totems, the same heroes in totems. If you go to a totem, I'll get into this in a Guild Wars defense video or my base building video. If you go to the totem and you click on it, it lets you know what every hero does in terms of the skill effect. So let's click on Commodore. Okay, to the right underneath the sword, I click on this thing and it shows me. This totem, when activated, it's going to increase one hero's attack, and that hero is going to reflect the damage back at the enemy for 4 seconds. All right. It affects one hero. All right, let's stick Plant Guy in here and see what happens. He restores, when the totem is activated, he restores health to 3 of your heroes on the board. And they deal a little bit of damage to the enemy. Okay. Point I'm trying to make is each and every one of these totem effects caused by heroes, whatever it may be, okay, striking 4 enemies, sometimes offensive, healing 1 or 2 of your heroes, sometimes defensive, they all have a different effect, and they all affect a different number of heroes. I've gone through each and every one of them. When a new hero updates, I always take a look at what it does in a totem. I have found that Pumpkin Duke, let's take a look at his skill. When he is in the totem and it is activated, he increases the attack rate, and the movement speed of allies by 45% for 8 seconds. Okay, that's an important part of the sentence here, of allies. He is assigning this attack rate, and movement speed boost to your whole team. Not one hero getting a buff. Not the 2 of the bad guys getting hit with a stun. No. Pumpkin Duke in the totem is going to give all 6 of your heroes on base a big attack rate, and movement speed increase for 8 full seconds. Sometimes something like a Guild Wars scenario can be won or lost in 8 seconds. This is also global. It's going to affect every hero on the board. So if the totems may be in the corner of your base, when it's activated, all the heroes, regardless of their location on the board, are going to be affected. So this particular setup works very, very well with Pumpkin Duke, and I have found, and he's sort of the cousin to Pumpkin Duke. I have found the same effect with Michael. I go to Michael, and it allows a nearby hero, one hero, that one hero deflects the damage back for a couple of seconds. You don't have to worry about that. I don't even care about that part of the description. It's the next part I care about. It increases the attack and the attack speed of 6 allied heroes by 48% for 8 seconds. You have 6 heroes. So your whole team is getting buffed with this big attack and attack speed boost anywhere on the board, regardless of their location. They don't have to be standing next to the totem. It's being assigned to all 6. It's not affecting just one of the bad guys. All 6 of the bad guys, when they come crashing through your base, are going to feel the effect of that Pumpkin Duke or Michael totem when they collide with your heroes. So my recommendation is, thus far in the game, I really like the effects of Pumpkin Duke and Michael in the totems. Okay, now I'm going to get crushed. I'm not going to be able to get past 2. That's my judgment call. All right, what we got? What we got? Taking on, was that Dovekeeper? I got you. You're done. She got that. Oh, she got killed. All right. Let's see. Stage 2. Just keep my buildings alive. Oh, my poor Dovekeeper's getting hit. There's a Mahatma smacking into me. Okay, so we've got Dovekeeper we're dealing with. We're dealing with Mahatma. I'm going to just run it again and just see what happens. I don't know if I necessarily want to change out just yet. RNG, random number generation. Doesn't work the first. Now look, on the first run of this, first attempt, half of my team was killed on AJ1. Well, now on AJ2, we're good, smooth sailing. Now we're on AJ3. My base is almost destroyed. My poor base. All right. Well, what we got? Hey, number 17. All right, I'm number 17 for this hour. I don't know if that's going to last more than an hour, but that's not bad. That was a nice, speedy run. Let's see here. I think when this is all over, and this is in one of my suggestions to IGG, when this is over, and if you've actually beaten it, you receive an achievement award, and that achievement award is 5 level 9 talent runes. Now, no one that I know of on the planet Earth who plays Castle Clash would refuse 5 level 9 talent runes. No. But, friend, if you're beating HBM AJ, especially a day or two after it's come out, you don't need 5 level 9 talent runes. Okay, you probably have several heroes who have level 9 talents. So it is, again, a strange hierarchy or tier of rewards that IGG uses. They give great rewards to people who don't need them, and they give poor rewards to people who don't want them. So, everybody, both ends of the spectrum are unhappy in that process. Okay, so HBM AJ is a new introduction. Did they make any changes to this? They didn't change Lava or Infernal Summit. Did they change anything here? They didn't change anything in the Lost Realm. They've changed nothing in the Labyrinth, to my knowledge. Nothing going on. I'm going a clockwise fashion. It helps me to organize it in my head so I don't lose all these darn game modes that are buried in here. What's this? Oh, that's my hero altar. I have a new higher heroes interface and a new rolling interface. You see it on my rolling video. It's a big flash. You have to put on your sunglasses, or you gotta just be careful. Lose your eyes that way. Okay, they introduced 2 new heroes to the Destiny system. Let's go over here where Plant Warrior is. Plant Warrior is in the center. I took him up to 40 at the beginning of the day. And they also introduced a second hero. And that second hero, where is she? There she is. It is showing that I'm missing a hero because this hero is grayed out. That hero is the lovely Rosaline. And Rosaline is a hero that can only be acquired through using the new Warden game mode system. It is supposedly going to be dropping Rosaline's Soul Stones. This is what they tell us. I don't know if that's ever going to actually happen. I don't know if you're going to get one every year. I don't know how that's going to manifest itself. Probably very little, if history serves. But they say it is available through the new game mode only and acquiring Soul Stones. So if you are, and please listen, if you are trying to roll for this particular hero, you are wasting your gems. You are not going to be able to roll for this hero. This hero is not available in the gem rolling system. So you can only roll for Plant Warrior. Okay, there was the Destiny. And we got pets. There's a new pet. I don't have the new pet. The new pet is a pet, I believe, that heals your team, helps to buff your team. So armory, nothing new there. This is more Destiny again, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we got some skins. I saw the new Laz skin this morning, and I couldn't stop myself. I thought, and I said this in the last video, I'm not trying to repeat a joke. It wasn't a joke. I thought I better buy this Laz skin very quickly before the company is sued by Pokemon. They could take this away in a day or two. So now he's the Zapdos bird, or one of these. I was doing Pokemon Go a little while ago, and I got a couple of Laz skins. Not much, but the ability, at least for Laz, to be able to carry 2 talents, and that's really the best part of the skin as far as I'm concerned. There are also 2. Here we go. You see the 2 new heroes, the Hero Compendium, by release date, newest to the left, oldest all the way back to the right to Paladin. Each of these heroes has a skin, and that skin, how is that accessible? How is that skin accessible? How am I able to view skins? Where are you? What a convoluted system. Okay, here we are. Okay, if I got her skin, I certainly don't, then she would be able to obtain a new cosmetic look and carry 2 talents. Plant Warrior, the same. Don't have the skin, but if I do, then he'll be able to carry 2 talents. So those 2 new skins, as well as the new Laz skin, which is amazing. And Laz, I'm currently running Sacred Light. I don't think I'd ever take it off. When I put that on him, I thought, it's just like an end game talent as far as I'm concerned. I love my Sacred Light. He's a shield. He's a brick wall, and it takes a truck to break through that wall. And it works so wonderfully with Sacred Light. I understand. Many are running the Revive. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying that there's not many. There could be perhaps 3 or 4 different ways that you can make your Laz. I just went the Sacred Light route. And as far as the second talent is concerned, I'm not ready to make that choice. It's another video, I think. Okay, so we have the new skins, 3 new skins for heroes. What else do we have? We have, what is this system? Oh, it's a breakthrough. Nothing changed in breakthrough, just more breakthrough. Nothing changed in rating. Nothing changed in the dungeons. I'm kind of working my way over here. Nothing changed in guild events. It's sad. What is this? Expedition. Nothing changed there. Arid Ruins. Nothing changed. World Boss. Nothing changed. This horrific game mode Squad Showdown. One more of these. I'm gonna put this guy back here. This has not changed. I put 2 big tanks up in front, and I'm gonna put I'm gonna get some heavy blow action from the marksman, and the boys up in front. What do I want? 20% chance? No, I'll do damage reduction. Okay, and from the man in the back, I'm going to let's try to get his proc off immediately. The guys in the front, I would love if they came back to life, especially because they're big tanks. Okay, and I have a nice green Warden team, 3 green, ready to rock and roll. Warden is going to heal 4. When it's maxed out, I think the Warden system is going to heal is going to heal 4 of your teammates. So if you can have 4 green on the team, they're all going to benefit. Here's just a 3-man team scenario. And what do we have? Can we win the 20 shards? Oh, we got 50 shards from our victory. That's fantastic. I'm not going to buy with gems, buy chances with gems. That horrific system is still in place. What's this? Labyrinth? It's just another way to go in the Labyrinth. You have multiple... Okay, Labyrinth just resets, a new day. Labyrinth just... had nothing going on. Have I done anything with this team? I want to change that team out. I'll run one anyway. Alright. It's just like Lost Battlefields. Okay, let's... nothing changed there. Okay, we move on. Nothing. Let's look at the base itself. I'm moving around that clock. 2 new skins as far as the base is concerned. You go to Cannon Towers. I gave you that cannon code at the very beginning. Type that in. Search that out. Type that in. You get a free cannon skin. That cannon skin you can access by clicking on any of your... You have to build a cannon first. Clicking on any of your cannons, you click info, and now you have this style button. Switch between the two, and you can choose your style. This is going to be the Draconic cannon, and you have the ability to level it up. And you see that each level goes up to 10, just like our hero skins. Each level is going to do one thing, and it's going to raise the health of that building by up to 170% of where it is right now. So they've got a 100 health. It's going to be the 270 health, if I've done the math correctly. By the time it's all done, get a big health boost. Let's see. The Town Hall also got a cosmetic change and a big health boost. Let's see here. We go in here, and it shows you. You've got the old school Town Hall, level 25. You got the new school. Again, Draconic. I don't know what they're doing. It's all about the dragon. And that building can be enhanced. And you're going to see the pattern here. Up to level 10 for a health bonus of 170%. And I have looked through. There's a better way to access this, I'm sure. No, I go down to Compendium, blue tab, Compendium, and then all the way to the right, Building Style. Now, I'm going to show that to you one more time. Blue tab at the bottom, the book on the left, pink and yellow book, Hero Compendium, Talent Compendium, Skins, Building Style, 4th option. It's a new option, a new way of looking at Castle Clash now that we have these cosmetic and health upgrades to our buildings. I'm sure they're going to do it with every building. There's going to be a guild hall upgrade. There's going to be a hero altar skin, all this kind of stuff. So it shows you all the ones that are available currently in the game. The Town Hall. Let me skip over the Watchtower for a second. And then the final 3 are your Arrow Tower. If you choose to build an Arrow Tower, you can eventually, when they release that skin, make it look a little Draconic. And you can do the same with your Magic Tower. And you can do the same as I did with the Cannon Tower. And I'm just rolling on Cannon Towers right now. Yeah, that's fun. So you have your bonuses. Each one of these bonuses goes up to 170% health. I've not seen any of these. I looked at each one of them. They all follow that pattern. You just get a big health bonus. The building has more life to it. It takes more damage before it finally crumbles. Now I go to this Watchtower. This Watchtower, I thought, well, why are they giving a skin away for this? This Watchtower, in its regular form, that's like what your towers look like when they were level 8 or 10 or something. I don't know. It's ridiculous. this is where you are maybe, I don't know, maybe 30 or 40% of the way along your journey as far as building your towers up. And they're giving a skin specifically for that. Unless I'm reading this wrong, or I'm something's not computing in my mind. They're giving you a skin for specifically towers that are not yet leveled up. It seems very strange. So a lot of those skins available, and doesn't make much sense. What else do they have? More buildings. I looked at those buildings. Anything in here? We got arena, expedition, lost battlefield, squad showdown. Let's see. Let's go to lost battlefield. Lost battlefield has been a real. I'm going to say that it's kind of a seesaw for me. Okay, one time I'm up, and the next time I'm down. Most of the time I just walk away. Okay, I say I'm too old. I usually figure out that it's lost battlefield week somewhere around Wednesday, and I think I lost the last 2 days of the week. I'm not going to get my gems. I've never been a big lost battlefield person. This particular week, I got 914 points. This is okay. And there's one reason I got these many points. And this can help you, especially to get that achievement where you get to 1,000 points in a lost battlefield. On a day when there is an update, let's say it's server time 2200. Okay, in 2 hours from now, the system will reset. It'll be server time 0000. Okay, you're playing the game. It's server time 2200. You got 2 hours before system reset. All of a sudden, you get the screen that shows the servers will be down. We're going to be updating. We're going to be doing a maintenance. This maintenance is going to happen 1 hour after server reset. That would be server time 0100. Okay. When you get a message like that, consider the next server day to be 5 free attacks in Lost Battlefield. You get to double your attacks in this particular game mode. When that update or maintenance is coming, when the server resets at 0000, you reset your game, you go back into the game, and you play your 5 Lost Battlefields, okay? And you get your 5 wins, or however many points you can get. Even if it's just losses, you're still going to get a points that you wouldn't have gotten if you had not done this little trick. Do your 5 lost battlefields. Maybe 50 minutes later, 50 minutes later, at server time 0100, the maintenance or upgrade will come. Okay, we'll all go offline, and when we come back online, a couple hours later, with a new upgrade or a maintenance job done, you will find that all 5 of your lost battlefield attempts have refreshed, and you've got a whole another day's worth sitting there waiting for you. You would lose that option entirely if you don't attack in that golden hour of server reset time to when the maintenance or upgrade's about to go. You got to attack right after server reset time. So get it going and get your 5 extra attacks. So the point was I got a little bit higher score because I did that this morning. Let's take on this 1001 Ronin. Let's see here. I'm going to go... You know what? I'm going to go the Shut 'em Down team. I'm going to go Smash 'em and Bash 'em next. And I'm going to go Crit Ya Home third. All right. Let's shut 'em down. Take that Laz out. I'm not worried. As soon as his shield drops, he's done. This is one of the unfortunate things about having these breakthrough heroes now. You get timed out. They need to give you 4 minutes in this darn game mode now with these heroes. They don't die. Ugh. It's a long battle. And it's going to go to the defender. That's sad. We move on. Okay. This is the Smash 'em and Bash 'em team. Come on. Come on, baby. It gets to a point in this game. I don't mean this as a complaint. I mean this simply as a visual observation here. Okay? Visually, it gets to a point in this game where there's so much animation happening. I don't even know what's going on. I don't know who's doing what. It's like the 4th of July here. I have no idea. We're about to time out again. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, it's going to go to my opponent. All right. Well, that was like the standoff at the OK Corral. All right. Oh, 1094. I'll take that. How many more refreshes do I have? 2 more. I want to just try to hit him critically. I'll use crit team number 1. And who else is going to do a lot of damage? I'll do it that way. Try to beat him. And what we got? An Ashura up in front. Okay, my Laz is going to go off. My Serena's going to buff everybody. Remember, she doesn't just heal. She doesn't just revive people. She also buffs one of the heroes for 100. I think it's 100% attack. Oh, I got one more turn. And I have tomorrow as well. Okay, I'm certainly going to be getting my gems. Do I want to refresh again? Yeah, I do. Let's do 1,000. Sure. Okay, let's do this. This team. Let's do this team and this team. I like to run a green warden team if I can. I switch up my teams all the time in the different game modes. But if it's something like this, where instant action has to happen, it could be the arena as well. Try a green team. It silences the enemy, takes away their ability to use their skill. And it happens pretty much right away. It's almost like a 5 revitalize on an Ares. It's going to take away their ability to use their skill. It's going to silence them up. Where are we right now? A whole bunch of things happening. When all the dust settles and the smoke clears, who's going to be the victor? We don't have long. We have 12 seconds remaining on the clock. Oh, come on. Don't tell me this. Don't tell me again. Okay, good. They need to extend the time. 60-second battles. We got up over 1,000. Okay, very nice. That's at least I have some dignity. At least I'm able to hold my head up, at least horizontally. All right, what else do we have? Anything else in terms of the game mood or updates? No, I don't think so. If you're rolling for that, the new hero, the Rosaline, you are not going to get her. Don't spend your gems. Don't go rolling gems on Rose. What do we have here? Let's do this, man. What else? Let's give this guy. Let's do this. Let's do it old school. Let's bust up some of these bases. Just try it just with minnow. I always like to see how far I can get just with minnow. Oh, he collapsed on that one. That's terrible. There we go. Run this. Do 2 or 3 of these and move on with my life. That's it. Wish it were this easy in the Guild Wars. I tell you, when I hit around, I don't know, best of my estimation, best of my recollection, when I hit around somewhere around 400,000 might, the minnow bomb option for me just became completely. It was already something that I didn't like to employ. Felt kind of like I was. Yeah, no, it's not cheating by any means. No, no, no. But it felt kind of cheap. It's like I'm stealing in the middle of the night. Um, but at 400,000 might, I would drop Minnow out on the board and he would just get killed. Just be turned to smoke and dust. You do that these days. I mean, he wouldn't even be able to take a step. It's just not really a minnow style base. Let's try it this way. And a little Dread Drake. And we're almost done. Do the rest later. Let's try again with our attack here. I'm going to do it just like Guild Wars. Look at this. This is nice. Okay. A Guild Wars style base. What do I want to do? I want to drop Anubis first. Okay, he's got Mahatma, Anubis, Storm, Sass, Dove, and Walla. And you got the Dove and the Walla in the center. I want to take out Walla. Let's do that. Let's take out Walla first. Let's go over the wall. Oh, I still have Gunslinger in here. No, she's not an attack hero. I'm not even using her. Okay, we just do it with 5 heroes. I lost Lava. That's sad. Okay, watch this Dove Keeper. Drop something on her head in a second, and she's gonna be lights out. Done. Okay. Very good. Make sure my dear friend here gets a 100% shield. I would never do anybody dirty like that. And we move on. Let's revive. We attack. What else we got? This looks nice. We got a Lava, a Skelly, a bunch of other stuff. Let's take out Walla. We drop Dove, we drop Lava, Ashura, and Anubis. And we're going to keep Laz. We're going to do it with just 4 heroes. See if 4 can do this. The way they work with one another. We're getting closer and closer to Levanica. Let's see what happens. Now he's gone. Okay. Let's clean up with Laz over here. I'm gearing up for Guild Wars tomorrow. This is my do 'em dirty strategy. Alright, that's good. Do we have one more HBM? No, we don't. Let's do this real quick. Let's create. I didn't do that. Just join a quick public. Why not? I have stated this before. It is not meant with offense by any means. If you are using non-evolved heroes, heroes that have not reached the evolution stage 1, if you are doing, if you're using even non-devote heroes, heroes that have not reached the double evolution or evolution stage 2, if you are not using those kinds of heroes, stay out of Lava 3 and 4. You just annoy people. It ends up having to be this click fest where it's back and forth with folks. I mean, I'm in a guild, and so we try to do this around boss time. We do typically a mix. One room might be doing a Lava 3, one room might be doing a Lava 4, but I'm familiar with running the public just for fun. So use double evolved heroes at the least in 3 and 4. And I remember when 4 was introduced, 4 required some coordination. It required setting up some specific teams and making certain spots and filling in the gaps rather than looking at it like I have my own 5-person team. You should be looking at it more collaboratively. You have a 20-person team when all 4 of you are working together. And that was the kind of deliberate setups that were required when Lava 4 first came out. Now, without the introduction of a Lava 5 and these stronger heroes, now Lava 4 is much more possible without all of the setup and time and fuss. If you are typically I'm not saying this is the best team. This is a team that works very well with other teams. Uh, I use a red warden in any lava stage. It's going to give me a big speed boost. All the demons have a damage cap. You just have to hit them as fast as possible. Okay? Red warden. So I'm using Anubis. I'm using a little bit of PD. I'm using some Walla for the heals. Gunslinger because she's going to spawn all those copters. It's more hits per second. More DPS. And also Dove because she does the same thing. Putting out all those doves. So it's like having 3-4 heroes in one. So that works very well. Some people like to run a lava, a Levanica in lava. Great. I like to have a team that gels well with a variety of other teams. I will say that I see a lot of Lazulixes in lava, and he's a beautiful bird, but he's not a DPS bird. He's not fast in terms of his hits. He's not going to be hitting as fast as somebody like a gunslinger who's got three copters in her own hits, or a dove who's got 3 birds in her own hits. An Anubis who hits 100 enemies at a time with his skill. So I keep that in mind. Let's see here. Let's do one more raid for the love of it, and we'll start to bring this video to a close. Let's use our plant man. Let's get him back in there. Let's use our classic attack team. We're going to use this team tomorrow. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at this. All breakthrough level 20. Excuse me, I'm looking in the left. Breakthrough level 20 Walla. Laz. Let's get up to that Levanica at the top. It's an 11. What's going on down here? Dove's at 10. Skelly. And who's that down there? That's Anubis. Okay, so our 20s are in the left-hand corner. And Dove's at the bottom. These folks are over here. I don't think I have to worry about anybody up top. I don't think they're going to be hurting me in any way while I'm bashing these guys. Who do I want to take out first? Isn't there an Empower on Anubis? No, there's not. No, there is not. Okay, let's do Dove versus Dove and Lava. And we'll use Ashura, our own Anubis, this man, and this guy. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm getting destroyed. I'm getting utterly destroyed. This is the only problem with doing this with the rating system is that I'm not going to get a second attack. Like, what have I learned from this? I've learned, number one, don't do what I just did. Don't drop on the bottom. Take out maybe the guys at the top next time, but I'm not going to get that opportunity. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here with my Laz. This is not going to work. Let me back out. And we got our nice revive. Oh, let's get into the guild hub. Keep my eye on that clock, but I lost it during those raids. We go to the guild event. We go to our guild wars. No, not guild wars. We go to our torch battle. What are we gonna do? 1 hour and 15 minutes. Is there anything happening? Nothing happened. I want to look for early hauls. I'll do that later. I don't want to put the early haulers' names out there. Point a torch. Just pretending that torch is not a point. Okay, stay away from torch until 2045. Get our plant man back in action. It's good, buddy. Here. Good. Throw them in. All right, what we got? Let's go web. Let's go. No, let's move on. I want to face the base like I was just facing before. With big breakthrough 20s. Show me those. Where are they? These are 14, so this isn't bad. I came online. Wow. It's a busy base. I keep you busy in Guild Wars. Oh, that's not fair. That's a HBM base. I can't do that. There's 18s. That's not bad. Okay, let's try this. There's Dove. Let's do this. Let's start by taking these guys out at the bottom. And we put our buddy plant guy in to buff them all. What's going to happen? Boom, 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 boom. Raining down hits. Take that lava out. This is a breakthrough 18 lava. And check him out. Boom. I don't think we took him down at the very end. I think he revived. And then we blew up the buildings. Let's do one more of those. We didn't lose any heroes. That's good. I'm liking the Zealous Drive on Plant Warrior. Nice mix between offense and defense, but at the same time, giving that real good attack bonus. Or, excuse me, range bonus. Keep him out of the fray. He doesn't have to be up in the face of everybody. Look at all of these spawns that are coming after me. There's doves everywhere, like Valentine's Day. Where are we now? We're pushing forward with just Dove and Laz left. No Moxie, no spells, no troops. We're doing them dirty, Guild Wars style. Yes, we're going to stay parked here for a while, I'm sure. Get this lava out. Come on, one good crit hit over his head, and he's done. You see the damage cap, 10, boom, boom, there it was. Almost got him. I'll go back to the damage cap. He can't take more than 10,000. And when that is shield of damage cap is dropped, bang, bang. Oh, his heals were in coincidence in the same beat as my crit hits. Kind of cancel each other out. I would roll these dice one more time. So you're gonna come up sevens. One more time. Let that shield. Ooh, there's a big million hit. All right, beautiful, done. Okay, it's the only way to take out these breakthrough level 15, 16, 17, to 20 heroes. By dropping a load of dynamite on top of their heads. This is what Castle Clash has become. The heroes have become so, as they used to say, OP. They've become so overpowered. The power creep has gotten to a point where you've really got to be Superman in order to take down these Avengers. So the only way to do it that I'm finding is with the use of brute force as an insignia. I wouldn't go full talent. Better talents to put on those that are strong enough to actually take these guys down, like Dove and Lava. But you've got to outfit them trait-wise with a little bit of that crit ability. Otherwise, it's too low a percentage for it to actually be effective. I've got it up to a point where it's sort of that dice roll. Okay, 6 side to a die. Guild Wars might take me 6 tries, on average. First time I might come up with the 6, great. Sometimes it might take me 6 tries. Okay, so that's the point of the brute force and the RNG involved, but it is proving very effective. Okay, we're system time 1950. I'm going to be calling it a day as far as video is concerned. I'm very pleased with the new update. I like Plant Warrior. I'm not, in terms of the game, thrilled with his addition to the game. He's not what I would call like a... And when they released Laz, it was very much, it's like a Ferrari pulling up front in front of your house. Automatically, you just say, this is it, okay? This is what I wanted. With this guy, he's a little bit more like a shovel, okay? He's good for doing work. He's a good buffer. He's a good support hero, but he is not that beautiful bird that does so much in terms of this game and the way this game is changing. There's a reason you see these Lazes on all these bases defending. It's because he is a game changer in terms of the defense that we are capable of putting out these days in Castle Clash. He is a heck of a defender. I want to bid you a good night, and I'm going to do my Guild Wars tomorrow. Maybe I'll record that as well. I hope you have a good one, and try to redeem the free code if you have the time, if you haven't already. Okay, everybody, have a great night, and I'm going to see you on the next video. All right, bye-bye.